Good afternoon, traders. It's Paul Clevitt from SignalTrader Trading System. Just going to talk about the new version, which you've all been waiting for. Going to start with the web front end. Lots and lots of changes. Some things have been removed because they were useless, and other things have been added. You will notice, firstly, this highlighted green line there. Now that means that everything that we're looking for in a trade is ready with this. There's just one thing: is the risk is too high for me. 65 pips is too much risk. However, if everything is in line, so we let's go and have a look at that trade on our new front end. So if it's green, it's a buy or a sell. Basically, if it's green or red, then that's a go signal. Okay, so let's go and have a quick look at sterling yen, which is probably changed to a sell. Oh, this is it. Here we go. So what have we got? The white diamonds are pivot points. So you can see it bounces up here, bounces up there, bounces down there, bounces up here, and it is bouncing around. And the reason that we need 65 pip stop on this is because it's sterling, and sterling needs big stop losses to actually play with. Okay, so everything is in order. All the trends are pointing upwards. Okay, but we are looking for a break above here. Okay, so even though it's a big risk, actually the reason it's a big risk is because it'll actually be up here. The chances are when it gets there, it'll be a much smaller risk. Let's just have a little look at what it would be. Let's measure this. It'll actually only be about 20 pips when it gets there. Okay, but that's for 167.50 pips if it makes profit. But at the moment the stop loss is down here because the entry is up here. So it's going, this is a huge risk. So right now it thinks that that's going to be a really big risk. So I'm going to wait for the trade and wait for it to come back up. If it does get as far as this, maybe I'll be interested, but it'll be a lot less pips risk when it actually gets there, but it could be a few hours because of the time of day that we're in. So let's talk about this screen. This is the MetaTrader 4 with the SignalTrader plugin. You will notice there's been some changes. If you're a SignalTrader user, you'll notice that there has been some changes. Firstly, down the right hand side here are some very interesting trend indicators. Okay, so here we are on back on sterling cable yen, and we've got everything is green. Okay, and you need that. You need all the green. We want to trade with the trend. Daily, hourly, 4 hourly, and the 15-minute trend means that we'll be trading in the right order. Now, actually, it's got a long way to go before it gets anywhere. In this case, we're also looking at sellers to buyers. If this said buyers are winning, that's another signal that we should be doing it. But at the moment, when it says there's a ratio 6 to 1, that says hang on a second, just hold back a bit. There isn't actually a clear direction at the moment. Okay, although the sellers are actually stronger than the buyers, there's not a clear direction. It'll say there buyers are winning or sellers are winning when there is a clear direction in the market. Okay, so actually at the moment, in fact, I wonder if I go back to this and just refresh my page. No, it's still happy. Okay, so I would evaluate that trade and say I'm not going to take this at the moment because it's a 65 pip risk and it's not really in the right place. There isn't actually any more trades on. It's the time of day. Okay, so how do you evaluate trades? First of all, you look on here. Okay, and this shows you, and if there's a green one or a red one with a red background or a green background, then you go ahead and have a look at the chart. You don't just place the trade. Okay, you need to look at the chart. You need to look at the risk. 65 pips is a lot. And where is it? It's actually at the. Hang on, let's find it. GBP, JPY. This one here. Where is it? It's right down the bottom of the congestion. Okay, so although it's technically a valid trade, all right, and it's not. It'll be about 20 or 30 pips when it actually gets up there. It's got a way to go. And what happens if it bounces back like that? I wouldn't like to see that. So I'm a bit cautious about that one. And so you've got to evaluate the trades properly. Nobody's saying take the trade. So for instance here, look at this, you see. The congestion, this actually is ranging. So it goes up, down, up, down, up, down. You could actually place a trade on here. If you place a trade and put ST in the comments, okay, to put a buy on and put ST in the comments, SignalTrader will think it's one that it's set up. So it'll then manage the trade. So you could just use the stop, take profit and entry that has been entered. Now the problem with this one is, okay, that's a weak upward trend because it's diagonal arrow. You see that? And look what's happening here. There's a shoulder there, possible shoulder with a possible head and a possible shoulder. What if this is a reversal? Okay, that's why SignalTrader's holding back. And so everything is in place, but actually we're stopping because the risk reward is only 1.38 to 1. We only take trades where we can make 2.5 times our risk, at least. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Control tab flips between charts on Bell4FX, or not Bell4FX, any MetaTrader 4. Control tab fills the chart. Look at this one. See, there's lots and lots of reversals going on at the moment. That looks like Head and Shoulders, doesn't it? However, it has bounced off there, off the support. So now we're waiting again for SignalTrader to bring us up some trades. Just moving along swiftly moving along. I think there aren't any other orders that. Here's another one. Okay, what am I going to do with this? Everything's bullish except the 15-minute trend, which means what we're going to do. We're going to wait, because also look at it. It's just ranging in congestion at the moment. It's been in congestion for 480 minutes. It's just sitting between these two positions, so it's going to break one way or the other, and it's unlikely it'll break down. Look at the trend. It's probably going to break up, so I don't want to put a sell on that. Okay, but I make a note of it. It's interesting. I'll make a note of it. So if you see a trade, it doesn't mean take it. It means go and look at the chart. Look at the pivot points. Look at how much it's moving. Look at this one. You see, this is a real look at what's happened here. Daily, it's been it's bullish-ish. It's not strong bullish. It's weak bullish. 4 hourly, it's bearish, and in the last hour, it's been bullish, and now it's going bearish again. What does that tell you? Look at the chart. So there's a bearish trend there. It did break out of the bearish trend, but now it's just moved straight back into it. Okay, so you could think that it may be that this is going to come back down even further. What is it? Sterling, Australian dollar, Aussie dollar's strong, and so is sterling at the moment. So both of those are worth considering. Same sort of patterns happening. Euro Aussie. I'm trying to find Euro CAD because I had a lovely trade out for Euro CAD today. Euro CAD, where are you? I'll tell you what, I'm going to just look it up. There we go. Euro CAD. I'll show you the trade I had today with SignalTrader's help. Was this one. So I entered about here, I think, if I remember rightly. No, it's before, was it? Yeah, it was about here because it came back on itself, and then it rallied like mad, and then it came back and I stopped out there because SignalTrader stopped it from carrying on, which was great. So now it's bearish, but what is this? There's the trend. So it's a break, a hook back. So what am I thinking about? Maybe a big upward trend. If that trend turns upwards, I would imagine SignalTrader might give us a trade. So we'd be looking to take it from the top above where the hook is and then going up. But there's not a lot of space here, and we like lots of space, so the chances are it might not happen unless we go for a bigger target. Again, look at these head and shoulders formations. So there's a lot of turning around in the markets today. That's what happens when these arrows don't all line up and you get sort of red ones on the 4 hour. Okay, again here. So this is bearish, but it's a bullish pair. Okay, prove it. Go to the daily chart. What have we got? It's bullish, all right, but look, it's bounced off that twice. It could bounce here, in fact it is starting to bounce here as well, so it could bounce back down again. In fact, so daily it is bullish. There you can see that. 4 hourly, it's bullish. Hourly, it's bullish. But 15 minutes, it's just starting to turn bearish. Now, would you sell that? I wouldn't sell it. Not a hope in hell of me selling that. Okay, I need all of these to be the same for me to take a trade, and that will help you. Like this one, look at this. Okay, so what's going on here? Okay, at the moment the sellers are winning. They're selling it. All right, you can see that they've been bouncing up and down. So we had a sell down to here, then it went into a buy, then it's into a sell, then it's into a buy, then a sell, and up to here, and now the sellers are winning. So they are selling it, but the trend is bullish. That's what that is. So we're looking for what? A buy. I'm looking for a buy. I'm looking for everything to be in a buy. Orders in a buy, diamonds, which diamonds are basically the pivot points. So I need these in a buy, and the trend in a buy. I want everything on my side, and I call them ripe apples. Okay, so when everything's on your side, like this one for instance, look at this. Now, what's the warning? Look at all these. Although it's in a bullish trend long term, it's a very slow euro yen, very slow diagonal. It's all weak. It's a weak bullish trend. Okay, which means what? Means it's going to take ages to go anywhere. So I'm not really interested in that. You can actually tell a lot by what's going on. Look at this one, big rally up, and SignalTrader would have stopped you out here. In fact, you can see that where it kind of touches the top. SignalTrader would have stopped you out. You'd have seen the pivot points anyway. When it doesn't want to go any further up. Same thing here. Look at this big rally up, and then it would have stopped you out there, so you'd have had all that lovely profit. Ooh, I love profit. Okay, as again, all bullish. Alright, but when you start seeing weakness, okay, weak trends like this, look at these weak trends. It's a weak trend because it's done this and had this big drop. But it'll probably just return to price and carry on up. There will be some trades later on, people. Don't rush it. And the ones you really want to consider are the ones... Look, it's gone now. I bet it's gone. It's gone. So GBP JPY has gone. It's now turned into a sell. Okay? The ones you want to trade are the ones where the background has changed colour here. It's either red or green. And even then, you want to go check that it's actually a trade you want to take and a trade you can take. So that means you're going to be limited to the number of trades you take. But advanced traders can use these tools to make trades based on different things. Okay, if you're a beginner trader, you want to stick to just trading the solid backgrounds. If you're not sure, send us a message. I actually got a great trade out of EuroCAD today, thank goodness. We've had a few days of testing this and testing the software, and when you test software, I like to do, you know, I had one day when I was just putting random trades on to see how it would cope, which was very nice of me. So, look, there's just, okay, let's talk a bit about the stop losses. So, this is complicated. The green line is the buy stop loss, and the red line is the sell stop loss. SignalTrader monitors the stop loss all the time, even if you haven't got a trade on, so you can see what would happen to it. Now, let me just show you this candle here. You see this big red drop of a candle? Okay, now normal stop loss trading stops will sit behind it, but SignalTrader moves the stop loss halfway up it, just in case we get a hook. Oh, look what we've got. There's a hook. All right, it's actually a failed hook because it didn't carry on down. It went back up again, and in fact, you would have stopped out just here on a sell. So it allowed you to go back up and stopped it out. SignalTrader manages its stop loss based on the movement in the market, not based on a fixed amount. You see it even comes back up there to give it a bit more of a chance. Okay, now the other thing it does is when you're 19 pips in profit, SignalTrader will move your order, your stop loss inside your entry order, and then wait until the SignalTrader stop loss comes back up. So it won't, you know, so we did have a thing where it was, we've had the last order manager automatically moved your stop to within 19 pips. So when you went 19 pips in profit, it moved your stop inside your entry. With this version of the SignalTrader order manager, what it does is it does that, but it does a whole heap more in managing the trade itself to make sure that you can get the best profits you can. Now that's a really difficult thing to do, as you can imagine, because all the markets work in different, you know, speeds and different ways. A little more of a note about pivot points. Look at these pivot points, okay? You see this little up and down, not going anywhere. That's a real strong congestion, and you don't want to be entering a trade on that. You want to be waiting, okay? And actually, in this case, there was a this looks like a pair that's actually changing direction, okay? Look at the 4-hour chart and the daily chart. Daily arrows, they're pointing opposite directions, which looks like it may be changing direction, but that's fine because I wouldn't be taking a trade with it anyway. Here's one. What's this? Dollar CAD. Dollar CAD's not a trade at the moment, but very interesting. It's actually coming against it, but it's because it's too close to its target. Look at where it was. You see, it's come up here. It's kind of ranging around, and it comes up here. So there's not. It's quite a boring trade actually. It doesn't go anywhere. And if you took this, you would come up here. You'd come up along here. You'd stop out there. With SignalTrader, we don't want to keep it in trades doing this unless we have to. I really don't want to be in a trade that's doing this, that's ranging up and down. Though that sort of trade is good. Like this one here, look, watch. Up we come. SignalTrader lets it go. It does let it go. It lets it go and it carries on up, and it doesn't stop it out until it gets to here, and then it stops it out because of the movement in the market. So you'd actually have that whole trade there. Same thing here. So SignalTrader, big move up, bish bash bosh, but it moves down just as fast and stops you out there. Same thing here. So we want to have minimal stops and maximum profit. That's what I'm trying to get out of this. But to do that, you need a sophisticated stop loss management system that allows you to move with the market. So anyway, that's what the new version's about. There's lots of stuff in here. We're going to be doing lots of videos and lots of training, so you can evaluate trades better and more efficiently. And I'm hoping we'll get lots and lots of lovely pips out of this. So that's SignalTrader trading system. The blog is www.iwanttobeaforextrader.com. That's not the blog, that's the website, that's the sales website. The blog is www.dailyforextrader.me. It's actually on there. And there's also the SignalTrader users group, which if you're a member of the SignalTrader trading system group, then you'll know what that is. If you don't, send me an email and I'll help you with that. The main thing is, don't forget, we're going to keep updating this, folks. There's going to be new things coming along as time goes on. I hope you enjoy using this software. If you don't like all the stuff on the screen, it's not for you. It's for SignalTrader to do its analysis. Okay, it is actually, I could hide it all, but I'd rather leave it there. Okay, because then if you have a problem, you can send me a screenshot and I can look at it and go, aha, I see what's happened, da, 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 and we can help you out or fix it. So have a great trading day. There's not much of it left. It's now 5 to 6 in the evening, and we'll be catching up again tomorrow morning. I'll probably make a new trading video if there's something to trade, and that's all. So it's www.iwanttobeaforextrader.com.